Here it is. This is the video that doesn't exist on the internet. Okay, this is the video that hasn't been shot today. We've got the Maui 44 G2 versus the RCF Evox 12. I'm in a real life wedding venue. We're gonna do lots and lots of tests here. Let you know the winner. We're gonna do this by rounds, okay? Gonna test the sound, gonna test the setup, gonna test distance. We're gonna do all sorts of fun stuff. And then, in true Mythbusters fashion, because I think it's fun, at the end of the video, I'm gonna blow everything up. Round one of the fight, let's do a setup test. I'm gonna set up the Evox 12 first. Maui, we're gonna do a side by side, see which one you can get up first. Round one definitely goes to the Maui 44. Way easier to set up. You just kind of set it down. If you got the wheels, which you saw I had, take the wheels off, put the tops on. There's no other cables. It's up, it's done. Like 30 seconds, this thing's ready to go. Evox 12 takes a little bit more to get going here, as you've got a top, you got to screw in the pole, and you're going to put the top on, and then you also have to, put the cable, attach the cable on. So both of those, though, were under 2 minutes to get up and ready, and to set up a full PA under 2 minutes is pretty awesome. Test number two, the weight test. How heavy is each one? The Evox 12 clocks in total around 80, 90 pounds. If you're gonna lift the whole thing, it's by itself. But the real key here is the sub. The sub down here, all right, it's around 60 pounds. I said 50 in my other video, but I think it's closer to 60. 60 pounds, and it's got handles on the top, on the sides, and it's got the wheels on the back that make it easy to move. And that's nice. 15-inch sub is great for the mobile DJ that's trying to get this thing in the back of a car, which is me. I don't have a trailer, so being able to lift this thing up 50, 60 times a year is a big deal. Let's go over to the other guy. Now the Maui 44 is a different story. Whole thing altogether is around 100 pounds. And the sub, it's about 80 pounds. This thing is tough to lift. You don't want to do it by yourself. The other drawback is it doesn't have a top handle. I think that's the problem. I don't know why they didn't include that. Maybe it's just in the design, but not being able to lift it from the top, maybe you pull your back out easier, but trying to lift it from the side with these side handles is pretty difficult to do. So this is definitely not something you want to lift up by yourself. You got to have the wheels, which I got, or put it on a cart, but hoisting it up and laying it inside a car is tough. So I think for the winner, this one goes to... Let's take a look at them just side by side. Right now, I have the Evox 12 on the third hole for the pull, and it's about, it looks a little taller than the Maui, which gets about 7 feet. But the RCF can get even higher than that, so if you need extra height, you can't do that with the Maui. You can do that with the RCF. The other advantage the RCF has is it does this. Whoop, 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 whoop. You can swivel the head. This, you ain't swiveling nothing, baby. Okay, rock solid though, and again, it's got a nice look from the top all the way to the bottom. Very clean, all speaker all the way to the bottom. Let's take a look at the subs in comparison here, and I can tell just by looking at it that the 44 is taller and deeper and wider. It's definitely bigger, which probably contributes to the weight. Turn around to the side here. Let's do a little side shot here. And look, as you can see, it's got, about an inch or two of height on the RCF. They are pretty close to being the same depth here. Yeah, it is a little bit, the Maui's a little bit bigger for sure. And then in the back, we'll take a look at the backs. And you know, one of the things, like I mentioned in my Evox 12 video, very bare bones in the back of the Evox. No mixer, one in, one out, volume knob, bass boost, line, mic. Don't ever put this on mic, by the way. If you're doing it as a DJ speaker, always keep that up to line. Don't use that as an extra boost. I think the other advantage here is that we're going IEC out of the RCF. And on the Maui, it's PowerCon. So, you know, if you have a problem with one, God, this is a fucking spider right there. Just make yourself at home, guy. There's PowerCon right there for the power. And, you know, the disadvantage to that, I think, is that, you know, you got to get, everybody's got IEC cables around, but if something goes bad, you just got to make sure you have extra ones of those. On the back of the Maui, you've got two different knobs here. One of them is for just the overall volume of the tops and everything together, and then you've got sub volume right here. That's the sub. You've got XLR in, two ins right there, two out, two throughs, and then a sub out. Again, you can do cardioid mode, it has Bluetooth, and you can link them two together through Bluetooth. So somebody mentioned that their Maui 44 was sliding all over the floor, and I think it's because of the feet. Now I'm gonna take a peek here. I don't know what we got under here, but with the RCF JH, or RCF Evox 12, you can see I'm pushing it. It's not moving, it's got rubber feet. It's got four, about 1 inch rubber feet underneath here. But the Maui, okay, so it's moving, but it's heavy. So, but it is sliding. See how it's sliding? Let's take a peek. What do we got? Yeah, okay, so this is not rubber. That feels like plastic. Yeah, it's not very thick either. So this might be the reason why your subs are sliding all over the place. Look at that. You're able to do that with the Maui. Let's move that. Let's see if I can do that with the Evox 12. Yeah. Did you hear that? And then that does not move forward. But this one, that one will move. I think this round is too close to call. There's pros and cons to both of these where it comes to the size. Obviously, the Evox 12 is smaller. It's a little bit more stable when you put it on the floor. It swivels the head, and it can get higher. The Maui, very clean from top to bottom. It is heavier, but I think the feet at the bottom are maybe what be causing your sub to slide on, say, a cement floor or a wood floor just like this. What do you guys think? Who won this round? I think the Evox 12 won this one. Third test we're gonna do today, mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Get ready to hear me say mic 1, 2, 1, 2 a lot. Now during the mic check, what I'm gonna do is be walking around the room and listening for, you know, how loud it gets to the back of the room, and then I'm gonna do different sort of volumes with my own voice, emulating, you know, me, the DJ, and a professional MC, and then a dumbass that's giving a speech that doesn't know how to mic. First up on the mic check, we'll do the Maui 44 G2, and to keep it fair, I'm gonna have the mains at 2 o'clock and the sub at 12.
Remember, we've got, I believe, 12 mid-range speakers in the middle, and there's 4 1-inch tweeters at the top, so 4 horns at the top. And those top horns are definitely where you're hearing the vocals come through, where you hear your voice come through. The Maui 44 is going to give us the 120-degree dispersion, so we should be able to walk around the room and hear the mic pretty well. And at this point, I'm holding the microphone pretty close to my mouth. I'm holding it pretty close to my mouth, and I'm projecting, okay? I'm doing what you're supposed to do with the microphone. But I'm all the way to the back of the room, and I can hear the microphone crystal clear, very clear. It's coming all the way back here.
This is one of the things I loved about the Maui, is the fact that it has those 4 horns in the top. Separating the highs at the top and having the mids down the middle and the sub at the bottom, it really has your vocals, your voice really punches through. So at this stage, with only one of the Mauis on, and I'm all the way back here, I'll show you, all the way to the back of the room, I can hear my voice crystal clear. Sounds great.
Switching over to the RCF, and you can tell I'm already a little I didn't change the volume at all in the mixer. It's set at 2, but it's already, if I talk as close, we're okay. We're okay. So we're not feeding back, and I'm this close to the RCF. I will tell you though, that definitely sounds different. So I'm gonna go 4 clicks up. 1, 2, no feedback. Great, no feedback. Check, check, 1, 2. And it sounds better. It sounds way better. Okay. So my thought is with the RCF Evox 12, keep your volume at 12, but on the mixer, I'm pushing that 3 clicks over 0. My gain on that channel is, I'll show you, it should only be at 9 o'clock. It's not very high. You don't want to get too much gain. But let me walk to the back of the room, see if I can get as much volume as I was. But having that up to 2, it didn't sound as good. Good evening, good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's walk over to this side. Let's walk over onto this side. Okay, I'm gonna pull the mic a little bit from my mouth, and you can hear the volume drop just a tad. 1, 2, 1, 2. Up on the microphone is my mouth, about 2-3 inches right now. Check 1, check 2 for the speaker. As you saw, this was a real life test in a venue, and we worked it out. But the Maui was ready to go. Hooked the mic up, sounded good from the get-go, turned it up to 2. It was clean, it was crisp, it had good highs, and it was balanced sound. The RCF took a little bit of tweaking, not much tweaking. I just had to drop down the volume to 12. Who's the winner? I think they both win this round, but the edge goes to Maui 44 G2. It's time for the sound test. Here's what we're gonna do. I've got a dB reader right here. I'm gonna start up at the front around the dance floor and then work my way to the back of the room. Oh, this song sucks. Is this why people hate us? That is so loud. I was halfway down the room and we're still over 100 dB. That's loud. So this thing, it's loud, okay? It's not a problem loud, and it's getting halfway down the room and really not losing too much. Obviously, there's no people in here. There's nobody on the dance floor, so that's a factor as well. But, just give you an idea of what to expect if you've got this thing pretty much full blast. You can walk halfway across the venue, and, again, there's no bodies here. That impacts it as well, but it's still fucking loud. The Maui 44 G2, no harshness at all in this speaker. You can walk up to it. It's kind of like the Bose. The Bose allows you to you can put your face next to it and it doesn't blow you out. Very even distributed sound across the board. I love the highs on the top, the vocals just punch through, and the fact that the mids are in the middle and the low end. It just feels balanced in the sound. It's fun to listen to. You can hear everything. No test is complete without the thoughts of the wife, so I'm gonna get Amy's opinion. We're gonna cut to the garage. I'll play both these speakers for her, let her pick a winner, and then after that, I'll tell you my winner. Movie magic, I'm back at the house, about to walk into the garage. I'm wearing my new swag. All that stuff is at the store if you want to get a shirt, sweater, t-shirt, mug. But forget all that, let's head to the garage. We are gonna do a test. I've got the Maui and the Evox, and Amy.
Hi.
Here's how we'll do this test, nice and easy, nice and quick. But before we even turn them on, you walked in the garage, you were about to say something. What were you gonna say?
I thought the RCFs, when I saw them, without anything else in here, I thought that was huge. Until it's next to
Yeah.
those. That's the Maui.
That's the Maui.
Okay.
Maui's on the left, RCF's on the right. Yeah, are you talking about just the speaker part of it?
The
Or just
height. I
Yeah.
It looked huge on its own.
Oh,
But
Hold that. This isn't even close to how tall it can get.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Let me turn off first. So, it can go. Ah, mama.
I have WD-40 over there if you need it. Okay, that's
I
why.
don't even know if it's still going, but let's stop right there. Alright.
Is that your new hat?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. You're the super.
Holy shit, look at that.
Okay, that's what I saw. When you first had them out here, yeah, it looked like a giant.
That's crazy. That's gotta be 7.5, maybe 8 feet right now. Because the Maui is 7 feet. Okay? I'm 5'8", 5'7", 5'8". Arms going up to there.
Yeah. That's insane.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
it definitely, you know,
I wouldn't want to keep that there if your party's wild.
It's waddling. 21st floor, men's underwear. That's all he says. Jeez, that is a squeak.
He says menswear,
Oh, menswear.
not men's underwear.
For sound test, we'll play little clips. I'm gonna give you some Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay.
Oh, I leave quite an impression.
I can tell it's that one.
5 feet to put you back together. And if that's true,
How? What volume are you at? Half? Low? High? I mean, it's not high. I can
Pretty
tell.
low.
Pretty low.
you're still laying next to me on the ground.
I really love it.
You like the Maui sound?
Well, I love it, but I've not seen them next to each other. Which
Right.
I'm really interested to see that or to hear that. But I really love that sound. It's a really.
And you're
cool
pretty
sound.
close to it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
All right, let's switch over and do the RCF.
Okay. Okay.
Put you back together. And if that's true,
So I'm laughing, but there was.
That made a difference. Yeah, so there's a big difference in dispersion. That one's gonna give you 120, the Maui. This one gives you 90. So it really is almost like a point source. So
Okay.
that's what you should go walk back and forth.
Yeah.
Pace.
I didn't do that with that.
You didn't do that. When we switch the
Okay.
song back, pace the room, and tell me what you think too with that.
Interesting. You know I'm a dispersion girl.
Yeah.
I like this.
Everybody knows that. You're not gonna hear anything there. Behind it. That is such a good song. All right, let's switch to the Maui and do the same thing.
Yeah, with the same song.
Yep.
Okay.
You ain't gonna hear any shit over there.
It doesn't matter.
You're in the corner.
Hold on. People are in the dance floor, right?
Yeah.
If they're right dead center, what do they hear? And then those people who are like, I don't want to dance, I just want to be off to the side.
So they go behind me.
How's that sound feel?
You're at the wall, lady. There's no there. Nobody can go there. Nobody gets there.
There's like not any.
Hold on, let me
1 point, 2 point, 3 points. It's all I can walk.
All right, but let me explain something to you. I'm there in between those guys. If you're back there, I'm thinking you're stealing my shit. Okay. Let's get me back in this thing. This is my goddamn channel.
Okay,
Now
I love the Mauis.
Yeah.
Like, I really love the sound. I like how full it is. I like the tone of it. I really like them.
Go ahead and try to lift it.
I can't even reach around this thing.
All right, let's see here. Try to lift this thing.
Like this?
All right, don't do that. It's 80 pounds. And no, that's over 100 pounds right there.
What? I can see this handle here, and I am a handle girl.
Yeah.
Okay, this I love the sound. I like a speaker that when you walk around, you really can't tell you're in front of it.
Yeah.
So that always wins for me, and that's just me personally. Evox. I think the sound is clearer. So vocals wise, like if you're playing a song that had like the words, this one sounds a lot clearer.
Whoa.
I know.
Okay.
But minimal.
Yeah.
Minimal.
I know.
I'm saying, like, I see people on your channel, they're like, that's it, dude, I'm getting rid of the Mauis, I'm going to the RCF. I think that's a stupid move. They are both incredible speakers, and I really think the only reason why I even notice the difference is because I hear one and then the other.
Yeah.
But I like because I like the dispersion.
Yeah.
That's why I always like Bose. But I like the dispersion, so I like this better. But I actually think that a DJ might like this one better because they might like the sound directed straight at the dance floor.
Right.
So, but I hear that. I can definitely hear when I'm in front of it. I hear it super clear. When I'm not in front of it, I hear it more. not as well.
All right, well, there you have it. That's the wife's opinion. Now, here's the good news. The good news is, honey, I've got the Maui 44 and I've got the Evox 12.
Yeah.
There's nothing else out there.
Yes, there is.
That is until EV is about to release their 15-inch subwoofer, and then I'm gonna buy that shit. I said when I was making that 12 video that the RCF Evox 12s were gonna be my speakers. And after this test, I'm sticking with it. And here's why. They sound amazing. They sound really good. And they're more portable. And for me, that's the deciding factor. I don't need the bells and whistles. I don't need the extra stuff. I don't need Bluetooth. I love the little wheels on the back. I love that it's 20 pounds lighter. It's compact. It fits in the car. It's smaller. And, you know, it doesn't look as sharp as the 44. I'll give you that. That speaker going top to bottom just looks great. It's the Evox 12. That might surprise you. Put it in chat what you think. Am I wrong? This is subjective. But I hope that this helps you in the decision-making process. It's kind of like with everything, like whatever this is, it's not going to be your end-all PA for everything. There's nothing like that. Nothing exists. And to have that expectation is kind of crazy. It's not so much one to rule them all. That's not a thing. And I think you know that. But when you're deciding or shopping or whatever, I think add up all those little things. Anyways, that's my thoughts. This was fun. I've been wanting to make this video for a long time. So thanks for watching. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. I'll see you at the next one.